Hi, my name is Nguyen Truc. I'm a tutor in the Faculty of Foreign Languages at Saigon University, and welcome to my second video. This is my 8-day trip to Central Vietnam and Central Highlands. Are you ready? Pack your bags and go with me now. I had to wake up at 4 a.m. to prepare my luggage and guard at school at 5 a.m. to depart. And day 1, we spent a whole day to move from Saigon to Nha Trang. We arrived at Nha Trang at 5 p.m. and had a chance to try nem nướng for the first time. Then, in day 2, we went to Museum of Oceanography in the morning to learn more about the marine flora and fauna lives. The institute is located on a high and spacious land at Nha Trang City, Thanh Hoa Province. The museum keeps and displays about 20,000 specimens collected through monitoring trips in the sea and some other contiguous areas. Here, I can see sea creatures such as zebra moray, checkerboard wrasse, blackfin dogfish, black-blood buckeye fish, blackboard fivefish, African chorus, harlequin squid lips, red lionfish, clown anemone fish with my own eyes. Alright, let's see how my friend feel after visiting this museum.
Exciting.
Exciting!
And because there are so many things interesting in this aquarium.
Okay.
So if you have a chance to visit here, just visit the aquarium. You should try.
Okay, thanks.
After having unforgettable experiences at the museum, we continued to move to Chom Rock, a well-known scenic spot in Hong Chom Group. The Hong Chom promontory located in the sand dunes looks like the work of a giant who carelessly put several massive rocks together. In the afternoon, we went to Eo Gió in Nguyen. At Eo Gió, we can hear the sound of wind blowing over mountain walls and see whistlers flying at sunset. On the third day, we continued to travel a long way to Hoi An, and enjoying my meal is always the best part in my life ever. Then I had a very interesting conversation with an Italian girl.
And if you mind, we can cover your face if you don't want to.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I probably look very sweaty. But
You look perfect.
yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Can I ask you where you're from?
I'm from Italy.
How can I call you? I'm Tiffany.
Yeah, I'm Julia. Nice to meet you.
So, who are you traveling with?
Right now I'm alone, so just me. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's very fun.
So, how long have you been here?
I've been very well. I arrived to Hoi An 2 days ago, and I'm gonna leave tomorrow.
Any plans
Yeah.
after Hoi An? You travel another place?
Yeah, I was planning on going all the way to the north, so like just going by bus and exploring around. Yes, but I can't because my Vietnamese visa lasts only 15 days, so I have to go out. I'm gonna go to Hong Kong and then I'm gonna go back to Hanoi.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little
So
bit
cool.
around. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
So, are there any other Southeast Asian countries that you have visited?
Yeah, I've lived in Singapore for 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah, and then I've been to Malaysia, Indonesia, and here, and then I'm gonna go to Thailand, and that's pretty much it for this way around.
So, do you think that is there any differences between, for example, Singapore and between Vietnam about the culture and about the way people treat,
Oh, definitely.
or about the cuisine?
Yeah, the thing with Singapore is that it's a big melting pot. So since it's a very modern and recent country, they have really people coming from all over, and the cuisine also is very different, and it represents kind of this multiculturality of the place. But then it's very much smaller, and it doesn't feel like there is such a history as there is here. So that's something that I appreciate, because Singapore is mostly about career, finance, jobs,
Modern city.
exactly, modern city. Like here, it feels a little more real in a way, you know, which I appreciate both in different ways. But yeah, I'm very glad to be here. And Vietnamese food is amazing. I'm gonna eat everything. It's really really good. So.
Sure you will. Sure you will.
If you have another chance, would you turn back to Hong again or
Vietnam definitely. Yeah, Hoi An. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's kind of small, and I feel like I've seen it all mostly. But then I would likely come back if I'm doing a tour or something. It's a very beautiful place. And yeah, what about this?
After that, we walk around the Asian town and enjoy Mark for the first time. In the morning of day 4, we take another stroll around the Asian town to take in the fresh air of the early morning. Located on the banks of the poetic Thu Bom River in central Quảng Nam province, Hoi An Asian town is an Eastern Oriental classic captivation. Unlike the dynamic Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, Hoi An Asian town seems to aside from the busy development of the country, remaining its Asian beauty from its roads to its architectural works. Now let's take a look at Hoi An again before saying goodbye. Then let's go to see the Marble Mountains. Marble Mountains is a group of 5 limestone peaks situated 7 kilometers from downtown Da Nang. The 5 carts or Ngũ Hành Sơn are named after the 5 elements: metal, water, wood, fire, and earth. Over centuries, Marble Mountains has held special significance for the people of central Vietnam. The ancient gem referred to cast as spiritual signs, and Vietnamese emperors from Huế and legendary generals passing through paid visits to the peaks, adding to the store of legends. There are half a dozen large caves hidden away in the Marble Mountains, and many other small ones that are rarely visited. Most of the caves are cool inside, with the jungle plants and mossy walls creating an exotic atmosphere found nowhere else. All the caves in Marble Mountains have unique features, and some have fascinating stories of being discovered and used as highway over the century. Just 9 kilometers away from the city center, Linh Ứng Bảy Bục Pagoda is now considered as the largest pagoda in Da Nang city in both scale and art of architecture. Linh Ứng Bảy Bục Pagoda was placed the first stone on June 19, 2004 lunar. After 6 years of construction, on July 30, 2010, the pagoda was officially inaugurated. This pagoda is considered as a work stem development footprint of Buddhism in Vietnam in the 21st century and a meeting place of heaven and earth, sky, air, and people's heart. In Da Nang, I had a chance to make friends with a Filipino and have a conversation lasting a few minutes.
My name is Tiffany. So how can I call you?
My name is Charlie.
Charlie?
Yeah.
So where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is the first time you travel in Da Nang?
Yeah, first time.
First time. So how long have you been here?
5 days.
5 days.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So who were you traveling with?
Yeah, I'm solo traveler.
Wow, amazing. So you intend like after Da Nang, you intend to visit anything else?
Maybe Hoi An.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I saw a picture on Instagram, and then I made a decision to come to Vietnam.
Oh wow, that's amazing. So, like, can I ask, is there any differences between your culture and our culture? Can you say like, what is your first impression when you travel in Vietnam?
We are
Asian
Asian,
people.
so
Yeah.
it's really the same culture. So I just see how different way. Maybe vehicle. Yeah, it's in Vietnam. It's
Motorbike here?
it's kind of messy. Yeah, than I think.
I know that. So in Philippines, there are not like much motorbike.
Yeah, not much from here.
So they refer to use car than rather than motorbike.
No. I prefer to use motorbike than car because I'm a car seeker.
Oh, okay. I think that's your job.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
After that, we went to Dragon Bridge to see whether there is a real dragon or not. Here, I can see the dragon's fire breathing and water spraying performance the first time. Then we spent a day back to Nha Trang. In the morning of day 6, we went to Christ the King Cathedral in Nha Trang. Looking generally, the cathedral is a cubic having steps higher and higher. Nha Trang Cathedral is built according to Gothic architecture style with characters at stops of the door and windows having lift shape and the domes having bent and pointed shape. It is not only the place where Christians of Nha Trang came to attend ceremonies, but also the place that attracts tourists everywhere coming for sightseeing. Then we continued to move to Đà Lạt, and in the afternoon we visited Đà Lạt Station. Đà Lạt Railway Station is one of the most beautiful and original architecture works of Đà Lạt and Vietnam. It was well decorated with a lot of colorful windows which made the house bright. Đà Lạt Railway Station was designed by architect Reverend with a Roman architecture style which was affected the modern style. Because of that, there is a unique and beautiful construction of Đà Lạt. Domaine de Mary Church was our next destination in day 6. This is a famous church in Đà Lạt. The church architecture is quite unique. It is a complex of buildings consisting of a church building, 2 rows of monastery behind is the residence of the Women of Charity of St. Vincent, and more than 70 orphans were adopted. Backyard is a beautiful and peaceful garden. It will be an interesting place to visit if you are keen on ancient architecture. On the 7th day, Truc Pagoda, which is the largest pagoda in Đà Lạt, was our first destination. Truc Pagoda is one of the nicest temples in Vietnam due to its stunning location on the top of the hill, surrounded by hills and views on Tuệ Lam Lake, the most beautiful lake of Đà Lạt. The temples themselves may not be the most special in Vietnam, but the location makes it a great place to visit. After that, we visited Bảo Đại Palace 3 and 1 respectively. In the past, these palaces were constructed as a retreating place King Bảo Đại and his royal family to escape the summer heat. But after 1950, when the French colonial came back to Vietnam, the palace occupied a role as the office and house of the king. Located some 3.5 kilometers south from the heart of the city, Bảo Đại Summer Palace are the must-visit villa for almost all travelers. After having lunch, we turned back to hotel in order to have some breaks and get ready to go to Lang Biang Peak in the evening. The mountain is famous for its spectacular nature, as well as its marvelous view of the whole wide area of Đà Lạt City, the forest, the rivers, and houses of tribal people. Then we had dinner in a mountainside and had memorable experiences when interacting with ethnic people here. Here we can enjoy the specialties of the mountains, such as lamb rice, grilled wild boar, grilled chicken, chicken porridge. After that, we interacted with the ethnic people, participated in the worshipping ceremony, and sang beautiful songs to each other. On the last day, we packed up our luggage and returned to Saigon. Finally, I would like to say Mr. Khoi, our beloved teacher, and Mr. Thong, who shared useful knowledge during the 8-day, 7-night trip. Surely, after this trip, I will never forget the beautiful memories when traveling with friends and teachers of Saigon University. This trip is really meaningful and has brought me new experiences that I rarely get. Thank you for watching.